Hey y'all, this is Charnel. I'm Charnel. Welcome back to my channel. I had started vlogging earlier and I realized I didn't really do an intro. Um, so right now, I think this is gonna be like maybe a bookish day in my life, or maybe a couple of days. Like maybe I'll do like today and tomorrow. Um, like bookish days in my life, like a reading vlog. So right now this is what I'm currently reading. I think I've already shown a clip, or probably already started talking about it. I don't know. Let's see how this comes out. But this is How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley. It's a recent release. It just came out in June, I believe. And this is the August book pick for the book club that I'm a part of, the in-person book club. It's called Jersey City Mamas. So I'm not really feeling our July pick. I'll put a picture up. It's called The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. Y'all, I tried physically ebook through Libby. Bored. I was like, okay, let me use some of my Spotify reading hours, audiobook hours. I got 46% in, and I was like, I just don't like this. It's like, and y'all know I love literary fiction so much. It's my favorite genre. But I just couldn't vibe with it. I just think maybe it's just a subject. I don't even know if it's a subject matter because I read heavy stuff all the time. I don't know. I just couldn't vibe with it. I'm like, am I gonna force myself? Because that's how I get into reading slumps, get depressed, and da da da. So I was like, let me jump ahead to August. I've been slowly reading this. And this one, I'll read y'all the synopsis. So, it says, when age makes you invisible, secrets are easier to hide. I'll just read a little bit because it's a long synopsis. Side note, why do we get long synopsis? Like, do we really need long synopsis? Like, and then she's like one of my favorite authors, Claire Pooley. But this is just period across genres. It seems like the name of the game is different for authors and publishers these days, I guess. Like, they have to do like long tangents basically, and then the back of the book doesn't even have the synopsis anymore, or summary, whatever you want to call it. It's like what do you call these? Like, I guess not endorsements. It's like when other authors, they quote, like, you know, they give you a quote, like, to say like, oh, I love this book, yada yada. They put them on the back now. Anyways, that's besides the point. Okay, so this is about Daphne knows that age is just a number. She also knows that society no longer pays her any attention, something she's happy to exploit to help her hide a somewhat checkered past. Finding herself alone on her 70th birthday, she decides she needs some friends. Still, the prospect of joining a senior citizen social club horrifies her. She's not made to endure genteel games of cards and the like, but the other members of the social club are not what she was expecting. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all, I don't want to read the whole essay of what it's about, but you get the drift. So, like, the main character is Daphne, but the whole social club, they're all like senior citizens, and they're all like funny and have their own like kooky personalities. Yeah, so you can see I am pretty far along in the book. I think last time Goodreads said I was at like 60% ish. So I'm almost done. I've been taking my time with it. I'm not gonna lie, kind of dragged in the middle. I was so into it at the beginning, and then started dragging in the middle. But now it's starting to pick up. I think one of the characters, funny enough, he's the young guy. One of like his POV, I'm just not vibing with, so I kind of get like checked out when his POV comes up. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, minus one of the POVs. But yeah, I think this is a good like light read. Because what did I just finish? I just finished Sweetness in the Skin. I just had to fight to get this off my TBR show. It was like stuck on the second show. But anyways, yeah, so I just finished this one. It was sort of heavy. It's Sweetness in the Skin by Ishi Robinson. So this was sort of a heavy read. Yeah, it was like the main character, she's getting like emotionally and like verbally abused by her mother and stuff, and you just hate the mom. So I love this. This was 5 stars. I'll talk more about it in my July wrap up in a couple weeks. But this was 5 stars for me, but I've never hated a character more. Not the main character, but her mother. I'll talk more about it then. I'll try not to have no spoilers, but this one had me in a rage. So yeah, so I've been on what you call it? Like trying to read some positive stories to even it out. But yeah, so I've been reading How to Age Gracefully. I just finished what is that? It's called something about happy. I'll put a picture up, and I'll do a recap of that on my July wrap up. But I don't have much to say about that one. I didn't like it. Before I get to reading, because I am I'm working from home today, and I'm working in the office reading room that me and my husband put together. But I do want to talk about some of the books I've been receiving. I think these are the only ones, right? Because I've been ordering. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so for Prime Day, I ordered a couple things. So I got my vlogging camera, y'all. It was on sale. But I didn't realize it didn't come with a SD card, like a memory card. So I'm waiting on that before I can vlog on that. So y'all still on my phone. But I also got some books. Right? Are these the only books? Oh, it's in my other room. I'll get it. I'll show y'all later in this vlog. But I got one of these are from Prime Day. And then the rest are from, one is a gift from the author, and then the other 2 are from one of my neighborhood bookstores, one of my local bookstores. So I'll start off with the bookstore one. So The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay. This is a classic that I can't believe I've never read, and I barely heard about it like this summer. What came out is, hopefully y'all are following me on Instagram, at Char Reads Things. I'll put a picture up of my profile, but their Bookstagram and BookTube, if y'all have been watching on BookTube. But look, the book girlies were in an uproar about that New York Times on supposedly 100 best books of the 21st century. So basically, since the 21st century started in, does it start in 2000 or 2001? It always confuses me because it's technically 01. I guess 2000. Because that's when the 2000 starts. But yeah. So they're basically saying what have been the best 100 best books that have come out in the last basically 24 years, right? And it was just all, besides Zadie Smith and maybe a couple other authors, it was just all white. It was a bunch of nonfiction and like literary fiction. There was no romances, no sci-fi fantasy. There was nothing. It's just like I was irritated because it plays into that talk that a lot of book people, literary people have about romances and fantasy, romance and fantasy and women's fiction aren't real books. Like, you hear that talk all over the place, mostly from men, but whatever. So yeah, that irritated me. But then they came out with, but then a book challenge did come out, a Bookstagram challenge, sorry. And like, everybody was doing their own, like, these are my top 10 that we want New York Times to put on the list. Like, that should be on the list. So that was fun. I joined in on that hashtag. And then finally, I think just a couple days ago, New York Times, they came out with a Reader's Choice list, 100 best Reader's Choice list. So I was like, yeah, rectify that, because who was even the decision makers for that original 100 list to say only these, besides Zadie Smith? Basically, I could be wrong. I think she was like she was the only black person I recognize. It's just these people and these books, and it's just like, okay. But yeah, but this book was on both lists, I believe, and it did stand out to me. I'm like, oh, I actually want to read this. So I saw it in my local bookstore. I got it. So this is The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay. And this is about, it says, in 1985, Yale Tishman is about to pull off an amazing coup, bringing in an extraordinary collection of 1920s paintings as a gift to the gallery where he works. Yet as his career begins to flourish, the carnage of the AIDS epidemic grows around him. One by one, his friends are dying, and after his friend Nico's funeral, the virus circles closer and closer to Yale himself. Soon the only person he has left is Fiona, Nico's little sister. 30 years later, Fiona is in Paris tracking down her estranged daughter while staying with an old friend, a famous photographer who documented the Chicago crisis. She finds herself finally grappling with the devastating ways AIDS affected her life. The two intertwining stories take us through the heartbreak of the 80s and the chaos of the modern world, as both Yale and Fiona struggle to find goodness in the midst of disaster. So this sounds like a heavy read, but there's a lot of dialogue, and yeah, and this chapters seem short, so I feel like I can do this. And y'all know I read heavy books anyway, and I get in those moods where I just want to read something meaty and, just an interesting story. So I am excited to read this. I don't think it's on my summer TBR, but I'm gonna read it soon. It's on my TBR card, so maybe if I get in that mood where I just need something, I can grab this. So put that back. Another one from that same bookstore trip is Summer Romance by my girl Annabelle Monaghan. Y'all know I've read basically, I don't know, were those her only books? But yeah, so I read Nora Goes Off Script. It's actually up here. And the other one is same time next summer. So I'm an Annabelle Monaghan girly. This one seems to be, is it? I think it's a little bit thicker than the other two. So I'm excited to read Summer Romance. So I think I saw it, was it Shaughnessy on here on BookTube? I think she was reading it in one of her reading vlogs this summer. So that was cool to see. So it says benefits of a summer romance. It's always fun, always brief, and no one gets their heart broken. Allie Morris is a professional organizer whose own life is a mess. Her mom died 2 years ago, then her husband left, and she hasn't worn pants with a zipper longer than she cares to remember. No one is more surprised than Allie when the first time she takes off her wedding ring and puts on pants with hardware, overalls count, right? She meets someone, or rather her dog claims a man for her by peeing on him. Ethan smiles at Allie like her pants are just right, like he likes what he sees. He looks at her like she's a younger, braver version of herself. The last thing newly single mom Allie needs is to make her life messier. But there's no harm in a little summer romance, is there? Okay, this sounds so cute. That's the thing, Annabelle, her writing, her and I'm about to say Freddie McFadden. No, her and Abby Jimenez is the way they get you in. I don't know. It's just the way they write. It's just their banter. They're funny. I feel like both of these ladies are like funny in real life, and it just makes me laugh because it's the way they make their characters. Even their book, the synopsises are like, girl, what? Like, I'm already laughing off the synopsis. So this is basically on my summer TBR. We're planning, my husband and I are planning like a couple beach trips because we have not been to the beach yet this summer, y'all, and we live an hour and a half from the Jersey Shore. But yeah, same amount, hour and a half from the New York beaches, Long Island beaches, and it's like we just been busy. I feel like I always say that. We've been busy. Like, we had a big move in June, and like we're finally feeling settled, and we've done a couple road trips. In July. So we're like planning, like, okay, we both are itching, like we want to get to the beach. So I feel like this is gonna be in one of my little beach trips coming up in this month, July and August, September. So look out. I'm ready to read this. This is on the summer TBR. So yeah. Okay, so next my little haul is The Gardens of Eden by Rosie Lee. And y'all, this was a gifted copy. I'm gonna leave a review, of course. So I have to read this in August sometime and post a review. So she sent the book and the bookmark. Super cute. It's so pretty. I gotta hide this from my son because when he sees my bookmarks with little tassels, y'all, I don't have no more tassels. I just don't buy tassel bookmarks anymore because this boy thinks they're like, y'all, toddler moms, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, he thinks they're like little toys, and then they end up, just overplayed with, and they're no longer tassels. So yeah, so I've been having to sit here. Speaking of him, oh wait, I'll put it right now, because he can't see that. Speaking of him, his little dinosaur is on my bookshelf because he's claimed this room too. Most of the time, is my son sitting in this chair with his little iPad or his dinosaurs, his cars and stuff. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I love him. It's his world, and we're just living in it. And then finally, this was one of 2 books I got. I really restrained myself, y'all. I've been trying to really be a budgeter. I restrained myself on Prime Day. I just got my camera. That's been on my list for a long time, and I got a couple books. But yeah, so Bring On the Blessings by Beverly Jenkins. Y'all, I've been trying. She's an author that I'm like, I want to get into her books, and I even just found out. I think this series, the Bring On the Blessings series, it got optioned for, I don't even remember what channel it is. It's not BET. It's like Peacock something. Like, they're turning it into a series. I'll find out, and if I remember to put it on the screen. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is the series that's been on my list to get into her books. Because I've been recommended, like, from everybody, like, try the Blessing series first. Because Beverly Jenkins been writing for, I don't even know how long. 30 years probably. And she has so many series, like a lot of historical fiction, historical romance and stuff like that. Anyways, long story short, I already started reading this a little bit. Cause I was thinking, like, I kind of want to start reading it as I'm finishing this one. Like, this is almost done. So yeah, so I'll read a little bit of this one for y'all. Okay, here we go. So on Bernadine Brown's 52nd birthday, she received an unexpected gift. She caught her husband Leo cheating with his secretary. She was hurt, angry too, but she didn't cry, "What was me?" Nope, she hired herself a top-notch lawyer and ended up with a cool $275 million, honey. Yes. Bernadine. Having been raised in the church, she knew that when much is given, much is expected, so she asked God to send her a purpose. The purpose turned out to be a town, Henry Adams, Kansas, one of the last surviving townships founded by freed slaves after the Civil War. The failing town that had put itself up for sale on the internet. So Bernadine bought it. Trent July is the mayor, and watching the town of his birth slide into a debt and foreclosure is about the hardest thing he's ever done. When the buyer comes to town, he's impressed by her vision, strength, and the hope she wants to offer, not only to the town and its few remaining residents, but to a handful of kids in desperate need of a second chance. Okay, so I'm excited. I really think this is gonna be the next one I'm gonna read. I'm gonna want to get to it this week. But yeah, because I'm almost done with How to Age Disgracefully, and I've been reading on my Kindle too, but I don't want to talk about them yet because on Kindle, like, you kind of, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm the only one who does this. I'll start reading a little bit to test it a little bit because it's a Kindle Unlimited book, and I don't want to talk about it yet because I'm thinking I want to do a reading vlog for that book or that series because it's one of my top. I would say this. It's the author. That author is my most read for this year, and he or she be all up and through Kindle Unlimited. So that's all I'm gonna say. So I might do like a reading vlog series about the books that are coming out from them. But yeah, so y'all, I'm gonna read a little bit. Like I said, I'm on my break from work. I'm working from home today. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading How to Age Disgracefully a little bit. It's the same day. A few hours later. So before dinner, my husband cooked dinner tonight, and me and my son were just hanging out on the couch. He was watching his shows, his little cartoons, and I finished this. So I liked it. I would give it it's like a 3.5 stars. I would say. Like I think I said it earlier, the middle kind of dragged for me because I'm telling you, like, one of the characters, I just didn't really care for his POV, so I was just kind of like dragging it. And I've been reading it since last week, maybe like 8 days I've been reading it, which is kind of long for me. If you know me in real life, like, I can read books like quickly. But anyways, it was good. It was solid, mid, like 3.5 stars. So now I want to. Oh y'all, I can't wait to do my review on Missing White Woman. I cannot wait for my review on Missing White Woman. Anyways, I think before I was telling y'all about the Blessing series of Beverly Jenkins, but then y'all, I was looking at this one too, Piglet by Lottie Hazel. It was my last library book to read for the month before I have to return it. I think I have to return it by the end of this week. I could renew it though. So what should I do, y'all? I don't know if I'm in a slump. I don't know if I'm in a slump, y'all, because like, I don't know. I'm coming off of two. Okay, How to Age Disgracefully was like, okay, so 3 stars. I've been coming off of heavy hitters of 5 stars and 4 stars, like all summer, right? Until I got to this book, and then this book that I was reading on my Kindle. Oh y'all, I got new stickers. I'm so excited. Okay. What was it called? So I was reading, is it This Close to Happy? Oh, Happy is on Hiatus by A.C. Arthur. I gave it 2 stars, which is like, I haven't done that in a long time. I've been reading like books that I know I'll love, and I thought I would love it because I read The After Party by her like last year or a couple months ago. I can't remember now, but yeah, it was last year, and that book was so good. It's the first book I read from A.C. Arthur. So I was like, oh, when I saw this I saw somebody tagged it on Facebook. I was like, oh yeah, I love A.C. Arthur's writing. I didn't know she had a new book. I think it was new. I don't know. So it was on Kindle Unlimited. I got it. I didn't like it. And then same thing with How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley. And y'all know I sing her praises. This is her newest book. I've read everything by her. I love her writing. It's funny. It's happy and funny. I loved it. I love it. But this one, it was mid. Like, when, all her other books I love. Like The Authenticity Project, my one of my favorite books ever. So, I'm kind of in like I don't know what to do. So I'm like, maybe I need to do, I think maybe I need to do a romance. So maybe I need to like switch it up, because I've been reading a lot of family dramas, which Happy is on hiatus was, and then before that I was reading, I told y'all I read The Sweetness in the Skin, which is basically a family drama. So like, maybe I need a romance. I don't know. I could do, no, I'm gonna save that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to just renew the library hold. Renew this at the library, because I think it is due, like, what's today? I think it is due on the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't even have a receipt in here. And they don't write, the library doesn't write on the due date thing anymore. So you gotta guess sometime. But I think it's the 24th or 25th that is due. I think I'm gonna save this some more. Unless y'all know me, I'll be reading multiple books at one time. So I was like, I kind of want to do a Kindle book and a physical book. Like I've been doing. I've been cooling off on audiobooks lately. Nothing has really caught my attention. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do one of my. Yeah, I'll take my shot. I think I'm gonna do the Kiss Countdown. I think I am. The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton. I should do it. Well, I already have it. Perfect. So y'all, I think I'm gonna start Kiss Countdowns. Like, I need to switch it up. It could be I've been reading too much literary. You know what I mean? When you're like stuck on one genre, you kind of feel like, So I think I need to I'm gonna do a quiz countdown. I'll read a little bit and then I'll pick y'all back up when I do something else bookish. Probably gonna be tomorrow. I'm back to close out the vlog. I know y'all are crooked right now, but for some reason my phone and my tripod just won't fix itself. So I apologize if this clip is crooked AF. But anyways, so yeah, so in this vlog I read, so we went through some of my hauls, my latest hauls, and then what was I reading? Oh, we finished How to Age Disgracefully, and then we started reading the Kiss Countdown. Remember I was saying like my mood, I didn't know what my mood was because I was coming off of How to Age Disgracefully. I ended up picking up because like I'm not actually in a romance mood. I'm still in that I'm still in a deep book mood. So I am reading the love songs of, I'm about to say love songs of Ricky Wilde. No, we already read that. Chef's Kiss. But we're reading the love songs of W.E.B. Du Bois. Du Bois. How do we say that? Du Bois, I think. Okay, I'm not French. Whatever. By Honoré Fanon Jeffers. I started reading this, what's today, Wednesday? I started reading this Monday. So basically after I stopped talking to y'all and I was reading Kiss Countdown, I'm gonna go back to it, by the way. I'm just not in a romance mood. I think I read like a couple pages and I was just looking at this one. I was like, I want this one. But yeah, so I started reading this on Monday. It's Wednesday now. I'm about 100 pages in, and so I'm going between the physical book, because I don't know if I ever told you guys, but like when books are shaped like this, like that, kind of like that small shape, especially it's thick, it's hard to hold, and especially I'm at the beginning, so it's a little bit hard to hold. So I've been reading it on my Kindle too, and the Kindle app on my phone. I think until I get to like the middle or towards the end, where it's probably gonna be, yeah, I feel like the middle will be, when I get to the middle, will be easy to hold. That's literally what the only reason why is. Oh, my husband's texting me. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna, and it's fine, Kindle's is still reading it. So I'm reading it, on a couple different mediums. So either when I feel like pulling out the physical book, I do, but it's been mostly on my Kindle. And it's great because it was on Kindle Unlimited, so it's basically free for me because I have Kindle Unlimited. I mean, it's not free. I pay, what is it, a monthly fee or annual fee, whatever, but I don't have to pay again for the book, basically, because it's on Kindle Unlimited. So, yeah, it's going well. I'm loving it, and I'm gonna take my time. I'm not even gonna be like, I gotta finish, like, because you guys, it's like 799 pages of stories. Of not stories of the book, of the story, and then the rest of the pages are, like author's notes and stuff like that. But yeah, so update, I think I'm gonna end the vlog, and I'll probably pick it back up. I think I'm gonna do a reading vlog for this one, so watch out for that. But then I also forgot that I forgot to mention this earlier in the vlog, that I had just recently bought this on Amazon too, along with the Beverly Jenkins book. Oops. Bring on the Blessing. So yeah, this was like, they were both in my orders. I forgot to tell you. I don't know why I forgot to pick it up earlier when I was going through my little recent hauls. So this one is by Cheryl Lister. She's the author, and then the novel is No Reservations. And this one is like a friendship book, a friendship novel. So I guess it's contemporary fiction, maybe women's fiction probably. So here's a quick synopsis. So it's called True Friendship Never Ends. Best friends forever, that's the vow Joy, Diane, Rochelle, and Yvette made when they were children. And even in their mid-30s, the friends have always been there for each other. Through the highs and lows of life. Through the highs and lows of life and love, until forever comes up against a terminal cancer diagnosis. Nothing could have prepared them for what life would look like when 4 became 3. But Yvette was prepared. Her final gift to her girls is an all-expenses paid trip to Jamaica like they had always talked about, but kept putting it off as life got in the way. Real, y'all take those trips. The Jamaican getaway seems to come at the perfect time as the remaining friends deal with their grief, dashed hopes, and unexpected relationship drama. Sick of putting their dreams to open a spa on hold, not to mention her husband's lack of support, Joy decides she's moving forward with her new business. With or without him, honey, the thunderous ticking of Diane's biological clock has her wondering if her desire to have a baby will ever come true, and her husband's bizarre behavior has her questioning if he's still on board. And after witnessing her friends' imploding relationships, single mother Rochelle is content to do life on her own, but her heart doesn't seem to get the memo when a new man unexpectedly enters the picture. Go ahead, girl. Guided by Yvette's spirit, the friends must lean on each other now more than ever before as they learn to navigate the new normal, take unexpected risks, and live life with no reservations. Oh, yeah. So this is one that's been on my list for a while, and it was like $2-3 off on Prime Day, if that. So I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and get it too. And this one, I don't know if it's on my summer TBR, but it's going on a TBR card because y'all know I'm also thinking about like fall, so basically September and October and stuff like that. So it'll go on the bottom shelf for like basically to be read maybe in the fall. So, and doesn't it give fall? I know it's about Jamaica and stuff, and friendship and sisterhood, grief and traveling and things like that. But the cover is giving fall to me because of the yellow and orange and the red and stuff. So we'll read that in the fall. But yeah, so thank you guys for following along on this vlog. And I'll see y'all in the next one. And make sure you're subscribing to my channel. I'll greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Instagram and Goodreads and all the things. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.